biggest advice for an entrepreneur is if you're truly an entrepreneur, if you're not a wannabe entrepreneur, did you sell something before you were 12 years old? So like that already worries me, right? Like that's like a big question for me with entrepreneurs, but that's sales. So not every entrepreneur is just sales. So I don't necessarily, you're not totally eliminated, but you took a big dent, Max. But you know, that being said, if you're a true entrepreneur, back to that gentleman's point about, you know, I kind of felt his fire. Like, you know, it's very, I could never work for somebody else. If you're a true entrepreneur, I firmly believe that everybody in this room and everybody watching on Ustream and 99% of our society spends way too much time trying to be better at the things they're not, right? I would tell you that there's not a school on earth, not a university or college that exists that is even remotely equipped to educate you properly on communications and marketing in the world we live in today. Most people in their early 20s, greatest mistake is not understanding how young they are. As a matter of fact, as all of you are looking for jobs or figuring out a post-COVID world or sad that you missed graduation or spring break, the reality is you have 100 years of life in front of you. You haven't even started. Having it figured out by 25, 27, 30 is ridiculous. The anxiety that people feel at 30. As a matter of fact, it is literally D-Rock's 30th birthday today. And he's never felt younger because he's been in a cocoon of my world for the last half decade, right? You've never felt younger.
You're not wrong.
Right, and these characters are 22, 23, 19, 20. You haven't even started. I don't want to hear that you can't get a job. Enjoy your vacation. Enjoy your vacation. And by the way, you have no money and you can't enjoy? Get 6 roommates. Like, you're a kid. Just put in work and enjoy that. Enjoy eating shit and dirt and bleeding and the grind, and don't give a fuck about what anybody else thinks, why you haven't done it, why are you doing that. Have 4 jobs, fucking Wendy's, Walmart, your side hustle. Work, train, learn. Don't think you're a digital expert just because you're 22 and you have an Instagram account. Show me how much fucking shit you've sold with your digital social media skills. First thing I'm passionate about is for you to not have any debt. Because if you're gonna go to a business that is gonna sell you a shit product that you are then gonna pay compounded interest in, that you can't even declare bankruptcy to get out of, that's called extortion, fucked up, fucking crazy ass shit. A breath. Be grateful that you're alive and are watching this video. Gratitude of what you have versus crying about what you don't have. Most of you are stressed about getting a job, and then you're gonna have a job in 6 months and you're not even gonna like it. Take a breath. I gave up all my 20s to build a big wine store for my dad and mom. I spent my 20s into my early 30s getting underpaid for what I was doing for their business, because it's a family business, to set them up proper. And then at 34, kind of started the career that you know me for now. Think about that. 34. That's 100 years away. Millennials, you are sitting in the best spot. You are in the most fortunate spot. One fucking life. One life, my friends, one time. And honestly, I'll leave you with this because a lot of you need it. How you make your money is more important than how much you make. If you are listening and you're complaining, then you gotta audit yourself. You can't watch House of Cards. You can't play ball all day. You can't go to ballet shows. You gotta work. Look yourself in the mirror in your hotel room tonight and say, is your work ethic mapping the bullcrap that's coming out of your mouth? Because you talk a good game. You all talk about what you're gonna do, but then the work doesn't support it. If you want this, if you want bling bling, if you want to buy the jets, if you want to do shit, work. That's how you get it. I don't know how many more of these videos, how many more fucking quotes, how many more t-shirts with a quote on it, or my fucking Instagram post, how much more motivation do fuckers need? You live one life, it goes fast. Life goes fast. Just enough. Fucking enough. Enough. Living by somebody else's rules is a humongous mistake. Enough. Make this little fucking video the piece of content that the biggest poison in us is regret. It's poison. And I push so hard, and will, through my vehicle, which isn't meditation, which isn't health and wellness, which isn't nonprofit. My vehicle is business. I can't help it. It's what I love. I love building businesses. I love competing with you. I want to beat you. I love that game. But through that vehicle, I will always push a lack of regret and awareness to how good it really is. You're more than welcome to tell me about how bad it is or why you can't, because, or what, but it's just not true. Because if anybody ever did it, then you can too. Stop making excuses. Stop complaining. Nobody's listening. They may pretend they're listening. The market doesn't care. What you need to do is make one person happy, you. When you are in your early 20s, this is when you can grind at your highest levels, because there isn't all the fucking baggage that comes across through life. It's harder for the 42-year-olds that are watching right now. Look, I respect practicality. You gotta go through school because your parents want to. You gotta pay your rent. You got student loans. I get it. But please recognize the world we're living in. We're living in a world where there's so much more opportunity. This internet thing created way more opportunity for all of us. Way more. And by the way, you can work at night. This is when you put in the 18 hours a day to make your life that you want happen. Hustle is putting it all on the line. Hustle is waking up one day, the day before you die, and realizing you gave it your all into the parenting of your children, the building of your businesses, the philanthropy that you wanted to do. Whatever you define, it's just, all in. I'm blown away by people saying that they're hustling and they want to achieve these great things and then their actions don't match. It's like saying you really want to lose weight while eating a Big Mac, right? So to me, hustle would be putting all your effort into achieving the goal at hand. And for me, that means making every minute count. Everybody here is already sitting with 2, 3, 4 things they can think of very quickly that they regret right now, already. You got a lot more life to go, and right now you feel okay because you got a lot of life to go. But if you spend time with people in their 80s and 90s, the thing they will absolutely teach you if you really dig is regret fucking sucks. Every second you spend thinking about what somebody else has is taking away from time that you could create something for yourself.